Welcome back. Yes, indeed, we are going to memorize new vocabulary today. All right? No, you may not. So, the big idea here is we're memorizing it. We're getting these words in our brain for the rest of our lives. Please color in the word memorize or highlight the word memorize on your computer now. Excellent. Now, look at this word apprentice. And I'd like you to use the highlighter on your computer to highlight all of the different words that you see inside of the word apprentice. For instance, I see the word ice. So I'm going to highlight ice. But I also see rent. So I'm going to switch the color and highlight rent. What other words do you see? Take the time to highlight them now. Excellent. You can see that the word rent, the reminding word rent, is used later in the reminding story. The definition I'm going to highlight red, and it is a beginner and trainee. Do I have that definition over here in this matching story? I do. Beginner, and there's the definition, trainee. So now I put it all together, the reminding word and the definition. Can I rent a beginner and trainee? Asked the pastry chef. And here is the pastry chef here. I'm going to highlight him that color. And he would like to rent this trainee. Excellent. Take a moment to make your screen look just like mine. Now we have a moment to build on our word apprentice, which means a beginner and trainee. On the left-hand side of this slide and all around the room, you'll see a bunch of examples. Well, since this is not anyone's first day today, at least in Mr. Service's knowledge when he made this, you don't have to worry about this particular side. Why? It's only to help you guys get up to speed and to remind you how we did it the first time, and then all the times afterwards, you would have that working model to go off of. You can just build on something you already know instead of learning something new every Monday. You can just save all that brain power from memorizing the new vocabulary. So, what are we left with? I'm toggling back over here to highlighter and putting it on orange. Well, I've got the word apprentice, a beginner and a trainee, and I got a picture, and I notice that they got hard hats on. I notice that they are working here. That one person seems to have a plan, and the other person is just observing them. And then I see some dialogue over here, and it says, what I usually do, which seems that someone has more experience and is passing it on to someone else. So, coming out of my web, I might put the things that I noticed, right? I might put hard hat. Hard hat. And then I might put another one. I might put over here maybe that little bit of dialogue. The dialogue. What I usually do. What I usually do. Because I'm making like Spider-Man, right? Friendly neighborhood. And I'm building this web for the word apprentice. All right, let me show you corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5.1. A little farther on. And a little far. So you can see, here's a famous apprentice, the Sorcerer's Apprentice from Disney. And you can see we've got Mickey Mouse. He is the apprentice to a sorcerer, and he takes that sorcerer's hat, and mischief ensues. It's when Mickey Mouse was young in Fantasia. And here we have Star Wars Jedi Apprentice. You see old Yoda in the background, and you see Anakin and the other guy in the foreground there. And you see that they are training. He's a Jedi apprentice. You can see here that we've got someone observing, someone watching, doing most of the work, right? But it looks like he's contributing a little hammer blow too, and it looks to me like he's learning. And then other corners, you'll see, oh, we have an older gentleman here and a younger one here. Looks like they're working on some sort of automotive thing. Maybe there's like a program that they're part of. Here we've got apprentice, a person who is learning a trade from a skilled employer, having agreed to work for a fixed period of time at low wages. Trainee, learner, novice, mentee, recruit, novitiate, starter, rookie, greenhorn. The opposite is veteran. Here's a few more opposites. Opposites or antonyms like expert, professional, or mentor. And all of those go onto a single web. If you haven't had a chance to take 2 minutes and at the request of your sub or Mr. Surface to go around and build on this web, please, for the word apprentice. Go ahead and do so now. Excellent work. Miles, shush. So now you're going to put the blank apprentice hat. The blank apprentice hat. You're going to build a perfect sentence. That means it has 5 details. They all have something to do with the word apprentice. Take the time to write that sentence starter now. Now you can complete that sentence and make sure that you use as many details as possible. Hard hats, young and old, experience, trainee, trainer, all that good stuff. Go ahead and finish a 5 detail perfect sentence for the word apprentice. Please do so now. Now, we are moving on to reading a little bit about the word apprentice out loud. So you're going to turn on this fresh Vocaroo. And once that Vocaroo is on, I'm going to read, why did the wizard hire an apprentice? Because he needed someone to help cast spells while he took a coffee break. Ayo! What did the carpenter say to their apprentice when they did a great job? Nailed it. Ayo! Why did the chief hire an apprentice? Because they needed someone to whisk away their troubles. Said, go on. What do you call an apprentice comedian? A pundertaker, always working on their delivery. If I had to say more about the word apprentice, or if I were asked, can you say more about that word apprentice? I would mention that it involves jobs that involve hammers and pans and microphones and food oftentimes. Seems like they have a lot of different stuff. What do you notice about that word apprentice? Take the time to talk about that now. Run your mouth. Then you shut down the Vocaroo. You click Save and Share. Then you click that double block and then Control V right off to the side. Boom. Then on slide 7, there's a little backpack. Everybody say, hi, little backpack. Hi, little backpack. If I had to say more about the word apprentice's little backpack, I would say that it would be an IT expert's apprentice. Ooh, very interesting little backpack. Slide 8. Now you're going to match all of the matching details that go with the word um, apprentice. I will be doing so for only the first joke. So, why did the wizard hire an apprentice? Well, there's already a movie and a book called The Wizard's Apprentice. So, I'm going to do wizard hire because it involves a job and they have the word apprentice there. Because he needed someone to help cast spells while he took a coffee break. So, break connects it to jobs too. And I see the happy guy there and the wizard thing there. So, I'm going to highlight all that. What words in this one, and this joke tell you that the person writing these jokes knows what the word apprentice means? Please do so now. Excellent. That leaves us with our test. Our test involves the word apprentice in that first block. So we would put the word apprentice once again, still a noun. It still happens to be defined as a beginner and a trainee. A beginner, and a trainee. And you have to find a word in there, maybe the one from earlier. Me, I'm going to use the word ice this time. And for apprentice, I'm going to say a beginner and a trainee will put ice in things that do not need it. And I'm going to type in for my picture, icy hot chocolate.
That looks yummy.
And oh, it does sound yummy,
No, it doesn't.
but it also sounds like a disgrace. And I'm going to take a little picture here, and I'm going to put it right here in my little quiz. And just like that, I'm good to go. Next is the word analyze. It means to study and inspect closely. Well, I hear the word lies and analyze. So I might say the parents had to study and inspect the lies on the fake report card closely. And then I'm going to type in fake report card, fake report card. I'm going to take a picture of it to put on there. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yep. There's that fake report card. You get that there. Oh, boy. Last thing you want to see. I'm going to put that picture right there. Wow. Finally, I got the word phrase, a small group of words that fits together. That I hear the word raise. So I'm going to put I will raise a small group of words that fit together. And I'm going to type in I'm loving it billboard. I got a lot of different stuff, I think, for what I was looking for. It says, oh, I'm lowing it. Let's put I'm loving it and see if we get something a little more. Oh, perfect. We got something we were looking for, as opposed to weird surprises. So I'll take this picture here. And I'll insert it right here where it ought to go. And booyah, grandpa. So a small group of words that fit together is our definition. I'm going to underline that. And raise is our reminding word in phrase. I see the word lies or hear the word lies and analyze. The parents had to study and inspect the fake report card closely. Well, closely is part of the definition. Lies is our reminding word. And to study and inspect the lies on the fake report closely. So that's all good to go now. And a beginner and a trainee, that's a apprentice. We'll put ice in things that do not need it. In this case, the hot chocolate. So now I've got my 3 links for my quiz that have been handed to me by the sub or have been laid out by Mr. Surface. You can take the time to copy his or make your own. Please do so now. Here, you'll have the opportunity to make a perfect sentence for the word apprentice. This will involve that slide from earlier where you had to come up with that sentence starter. Do you remember making that sentence starter? And the sentence starter was going to lead you to a perfect sentence with 5 details the blank apprentice had, right? You can take the time to take that sentence and put it right here on your perfect sentence here. Mine, when I wrote it, read a little something like this: The construction apprentice, and what did it say again? Let me check again. Had no idea how to hold a hammer, hit a nail, screw a screw, or lay foundation. So all of these trade related terms. So lay a foundation is a perfect sentence. So I'm going to highlight that here. I'd circle it if I were taking a test. Screw a screw relates to the job. That'll be a detail. Hit a nail. If you ever met a carpenter, that they can't stop talking about stuff like that. Hold a hammer. Right? And they had no idea how to do it. That to me shows them that they're most likely an apprentice. Oops, this all should be highlighted, not underlined. So let's get a highlight there. As a leftover word, I certainly love that one, medieval. It means everything relating to the Middle Ages. All the poverty and disease and backwardness and religion, all that nonsense, you can absolutely rock and roll with for your last final sentence, your last perfect sentence, excuse me. Then you can go right on to getting all of the words that connect with the listed word here. I believe it's society on your test, not hierarchy. And then down here, you've got 2 word searches. There are larger word searches over by the orange closet. Good luck. Hope you're doing well. See y'all soon.